Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James, where I awaken the astrologer in you. I really do believe that before a time of iPhones and iPads and iThis and iThat, we really were able to align and understand the languages of the stars, and more importantly, the language of our birth chart. And so I'm here just to remind you of what you already know and what you already have innately within you. That way you are better able to navigate the trials and tribulations of your life. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Now, today we are going to get into Sun in the 4th house. Now, with Sun in the fourth house is going to give you very like Cancerian energy, no matter what sign that you are. But before we get into that, before we unpack that, let's go ahead and separate the two so that we are better able to take each principle and apply them where we need to apply them outside of this video. So now, when we have Sun in the birth chart, this is going to mean that for you, the Sun is it is the planet of your vitality. It's the planet of who you are at your core, your soul in a sense. And it also indicates the hero's journey, or the things in which you shine the most. This is where you shine the most, and you are going to shine the most as your sign. You're going to shine the most as the house in which the Sun is placed in. And so when you combine the Sun and the house, that is when you get the most applause, that's when you get the most rewards and the most blessings, and that's when you begin to flow with the universe. That's when the universe begins to congratulate you and bless you, when you do the thing that the Sun is in. When you do the qualities of the sign that the Sun is in and the house that the Sun is in, that's when the universe gives you one of these and it says, all right, it's time for you to, like, smooth sailing ahead, here you go. And until then, until you do those things, that's when the universe kind of beats you down to knock you back into that house and that sign. It's like, no, don't stay in your lane. Stay a Pisces. Stay a Pisces 7th house. You see what I'm saying? Like whatever your Sun is in. So this is very important. So now, when your Sun falls into the 4th house, let's break down 4th house. Now, 4th house energy is going to be ruled by the Moon and by Cancer. That's why I said initially, you're going to have very Cancerian energy because your Sun is going to fall in the 4th house. Now, as 4th house being ruled by Cancer, this is the home of your mother and motherly nature. This is going to be the home of your mom and your upbringing and the relationship you had with your mom. It also, as you get older, is the house of your private life. It's who you are when you go home and you close the door and you take off your makeup, or you wash your face, you put on your jammies and you watch Netflix, or in your private life, like when people got to call you to see you. That's who you are, or the energy of your life in the 4th house, because this also hits your IC, but that's another video. We won't talk about that, just to keep things simple. But this indicates your private life, your mother, your connection with your mother, and how your mother's energy was, how she raised you, how she trained you, how she treated you. So yeah, now let's combine those things. So when you have your Sun falling in the 4th house, this is going to mean that you shine the most in your private life. When you are clocked out of work and you go home and you are behind closed doors, that's when you shine the most. That's when you have the most ease in your life. That's when things go the best, or when you feel the most you. You feel the most you when you are tucked away in private, when nobody can find you, when you're just at home. You are probably a homebody, the homebody of all homebodies. You love the home because, again, Cancer, the 4th house rules the home. And so when your Sun falls in the 4th house, you are going to love to be at home. You're going to love your home. And I'm pretty sure you probably have a beautiful home with Sun there. With Sun highlighting your 4th house, you probably have a very beautiful home, or a very aesthetically pleasing home, or just a very comforting home, a home that heals you and recharges you and makes you just feel alive. You are probably one of the best hosts ever. Like when people come over your apartment or your home, people go, oh my God, you just make me feel so comfortable. Or people say, oh my God, I didn't know you had this amazing personality. Like when we're out, you're so shy, girl. Or when we're out, like things go wrong. But when you're at home, like when I'm sitting on your couch, like, girl, I didn't know you were this funny. Dang, guy, I didn't know you was this funny. Like, what? Like, you are like that. When you're at home, you come alive. Now, if it is not that way, it can also be a way that with Sun in the 4th house, You probably look like your mother. You also probably have very nurturing qualities within you, like no matter what sign you are in, you are going to be a Cancerian flavored Scorpio. You are going to be a Cancerian flavored Pisces or Libra or Sagittarius, whatever your respective sign that falls in your fourth house. You are going to be a Cancerian driven, a Cancerian flavored, whatever. And yeah, just a very beautiful, harmonious relationship with your mother is going to be something that is very prevalent in your life. You know, you're going to really love your mom, and you're probably gonna have a really good connection with your mom, or depending on the sign though. I wanna say depending on the sign, you know. If you have a sun in the fourth house, you're gonna have a very karmic, I'll say, to be safe, I'll say you'll have a very karmic connection with your mother, because karma could be good or bad, but I know it's gonna be karmic because sun in the fourth house is going to be connected to that for some reason or another. There's gonna be some type of something with your mother that's highlighted, you know, for good or for bad. And so yeah, now that was my sun. Okay, so what I will say also is that when you do focus on your personal life, when you are focusing on you and no one else, like in your private life, when you're not trying to go out a lot, or you're focusing on your fitness and you're doing your thing. Listen, when you are doing your thing and you're not worried about the outside world, that's when the universe gives you blessings. That's when the universe goes and opens up that path for you. You know, for some reason or another, you are not someone. This gives me very much like housewife vibes. You know, like how a housewife thrives at home. Like, you know, she is the matriarch of her family, and she's the matriarch of her home. She's the home leader. And when she is in her element of being a housewife, that's when she gets the money, the respect of her children, the glory. Like, that's when, you see what I'm saying? Like, or that's when she can go to the spa and get pampered, or she drops the kids off and she goes and gets pampered and goes and gets her nails done, and she goes shopping, and like, then she comes home. You see, but you see how a housewife is tucked away. They're not out in the public and out rubbing elbows with this person, that person. They're in their own world. They're hidden away. They're at home, and they're taking care of duties at home. And so that's going to give you very much those vibes. So if you are a sun in the fourth house, could you write down below what sign you are of sun in the fourth house? Are you a sun in the fourth house Aries? Are you a sun in the fourth house Sagittarius? Are you a sun in the fourth house Scorpio? Let me know, and I'll like write down some traits on what exactly that means for you. You know, I'll give you a little freebie. So yeah, that was my sun in the fourth house video. I really hope this helped you. If you need a more in-depth comprehensive chart or birth chart with the sum total of all your aspects in all your chart, I would love to help you out, because remember, we are not just one aspect of our chart. We are the sum total of every aspect in our chart, and it's only when we combine and add all those things together that we can understand the intricacies and the quirks that we've been given, so that one, we know we're not crazy, and two, we can use them to get further, farther, faster in our life. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. All right, y'all have a good one. All right, bye.